school song.
Hello everyone, welcome to Woodforest Bank Stadium for tonight's district game between the Oak Ridge War Eagles and the home team Grand Oaks Grizzlies. Grand Oaks coming in with a 5-2 record overall, 3-2 in district. Oak Ridge 3-3 overall, 2-2 in district. The War Eagles actually coming in off of their bye week, so they've had 2 weeks to get ready for tonight. Whereas Grand Oaks played at Conroe last week and got a huge district win for the Grizzlies in that one, beating the Tigers by a score of 28-14. So with that win, Grand Oaks has put itself in control of its playoff destiny in this district in their quest to claim the fourth and final playoff position available, but they've got to come out here tonight, take care of business again against Oak Ridge, or if the War Eagles can pull it out tonight, they could create a bit of chaos in the race for that fourth playoff position in 13-6A. So quite a bit on the line tonight. Grand Oaks can't afford to take any steps back. They've got to come out and try and get this win, because if they do win tonight, then they basically assure their playoff spot with only a couple of games remaining in the regular season after this one here tonight. They've only got Willis and Caney Creek left to play actually after this one. So plenty to play for Grand Oaks to keep that momentum going from last week. And also from the Oak Ridge perspective, they are not out of it. So if they can come out here and get a win tonight, that will be just huge for their prospects of staying in this race. So that's what we're dealing with on the line here in this game tonight. That'll start in a little over 13 minutes. So we hope you'll join us on the stream and enjoy this action alongside us here tonight. My name is Jeremy McGrail, and look forward to bringing you tonight's action. We've had some clouds in the area of the stadium, but the sun's kind of broke through. As the sun has set, wind picking up a little bit on the field, we should have a really nice evening for a great football game between these two rivals here in 13-6A. So can't wait to bring you that action here momentarily. The common opponent between these two in terms of the playoff race is Conroe High, and that's what's making the difference between the positions of these two teams right now, with Grand Oaks having beat Conroe High and then Oak Ridge having lost to them. So that's why this game is critical for Oak Ridge tonight. Really, they will not have a chance to make the playoffs if they aren't able to come out here and beat Grand Oaks. So plenty on the line tonight for both of these teams, and we will bring you the action here momentarily. We'll run some commercials here in a couple of minutes and come back to you as the teams are ready to run out. We'll do the hype video and put the ball down and get ready to kick this thing off tonight. So once again, thank you all for joining us on the stream. Hope you enjoy the game the whole way with us tonight here under the Thursday night lights here at Woodforest Bank Stadium.
Keating Chevrolet is a proud sponsor of Conroe ISD Athletics. We're suited up to equip your team with a versatile Silverado, heavy-duty or Colorado, spacious Tahoe and Suburban, or sporty Equinox, Trax, and Trailblazer. Keating Chevrolet has a large selection of certified pre-owned. After you've left it all on the field, come pick out your next Chevrolet at Keating Chevrolet. Keating Chevrolet is pleased to partner with Conroe ISD for every game, every play, every win. Come visit us today or browse online at KeatingChevrolet.com.
Our orthopedic care is shaped around you. And you. And you. Because customizing treatments and using breakthrough techniques is how your comeback starts. Like 3D printing for ultra-precise joint replacements and providing the same specialty care as we do for the Houston Rockets. So you return sooner, stronger, better. This is orthopedic care designed for you. Memorial Hermann, advancing health, personalizing care.
Woodforest National Bank, where convenience meets community. With over 30 branch locations in and around Montgomery County, we're always close by to help you with your banking needs. But we're more than just a bank, we're proud supporters of our local community, dedicated to making Montgomery County a better place to live and work. Experience the difference at Woodforest National Bank. Convenient, caring, and committed to you.
Imagine you are her. After your annual mammogram, you learn you have breast cancer. But your expert Houston Methodist team assures you they'll use the latest cancer research and technologies, collaborating to treat and remove the tumor and reconstruct your breasts, restoring symmetry, sensation, and your sense of self. That's the difference between practicing medicine and leading it. For you, Houston Methodist, leading medicine.
Welcome back into Woodforest Bank Stadium, just moments away from bringing the teams out here tonight and getting kicked off in this pivotal 13-6-8 district encounter between Grand Oaks Grizzlies and Oak Ridge War Eagles. As I mentioned a few moments ago, a lot on the line tonight in terms of the state playoffs, with Grand Oaks having taken a big step towards achieving that goal last week against Conroe, but they've got to follow it up again this week and make sure they don't slip up on any banana peels here against an Oak Ridge team that has been on their bye week, so they've had 2 weeks to prepare for tonight, and will be hungry to get the win themselves so they can keep their own dreams intact of making the state playoffs. Oak Ridge lost to Conroe High right before their bye week, so that is the big difference between these two teams right now as far as the state playoff race is concerned. But if Oak Ridge is able to come out here tonight and pick up a big win, then they would be still in it. Grand Oaks, meanwhile, if they come out here and win again tonight, they will have all but assured their position in the state playoffs, alongside the likes of College Park, the Woodlands, and Willis, of course, in the top positions. Of course, we'll have our big game, the showdown, tomorrow night, right here in this same building. College Park, undefeated so far this season, will be playing the Woodlands. I'm told that game sold out very quickly, so it'll be a standing room only prospect here tomorrow night, and we hope you'll join us on that broadcast as well. But we've got a great one for you here tonight with everything I've just laid out with regard to the playoff race. So we hope you will enjoy this game with us. We'll have the hype video coming up here momentarily as the teams run out, and then we will be ready to get into the action here tonight. And with that hype video, we've got teams on the field. Grand Oaks about to run out of their tunnel here as we prepare to get started tonight. We've got a little bit of a lag in our stream tonight, so just bear with us for the first couple of minutes here tonight, and hopefully that will sort itself out as we move along here early in this game. And here comes Grand Oaks running out onto the field in their all-black uniforms tonight with the traditional orange helmets, of course, looking sharp with the black tops, black pants. Oak Ridge on the other side rocking the Stormtrooper uniforms tonight, white helmets, white jerseys, white pants. So Grand Oaks runs out, and when we line up here, of course, we'll cut to the national anthem. Get ready to bring the captains out to midfield and determine who will have the ball first tonight as we get our action underway. A lot on the line in this district playoff race here tonight, so I'm looking forward to seeing if Grand Oaks can build on the momentum they've established with that huge win over Conroe last week, or if Oak Ridge has some other ideas here tonight and want to play the role of spoiler perhaps in the 13-6A playoff race. So plenty of intrigue. We will line up for the national anthems and be right back with you.
Ladies and gentlemen, we ask that you please rise and remove your hats as the Grand Oaks High School Marching Band plays our national anthem.
And with that beautiful national anthem, we are ready to play football tonight. We're going to bring the captains out to midfield, do the coin toss, see who will start with the ball tonight. Again, Grand Oaks on the home side. Oak Ridge, the visitors tonight. Their Oak Ridge captains walking out now to meet the Grand Oaks captains.
Representing the War Eagles tonight are number 10, Christopher Salem, number 15, Drayden Irving, number 55, Abelardo Perez, and number 88, Finn Walker.
I'll be interested to see tonight how much, if any, rust is on Oak Ridge, having come off of a bye week. Sometimes it's kind of just what the doctor ordered to get some injuries healed up and get freshness reestablished in the team, and other times you've got a little bit of rust to knock off, so I'll be interested to see how the fundamentals are looking here tonight for the War Eagles as they get started in this game. And Grand Oaks looking to see if they can avoid any letdown after securing a massive win last week over Conroe High. Then come out here tonight and do it again. They're going to earn that playoff berth. That's what it's going to take. So Oak Ridge has won the toss, and they will defer to the second half. This will be Oak Ridge starting, or Grand Oaks rather, starting with our football here this evening. Captains shake hands, and we will put the ball down and kick this thing off now. For those of you first joining us, first of all, welcome here to Wood Forest Bank Stadium for tonight's pivotal 13-6A encounter in this Battle of the Oaks between Grand Oaks and Oak Ridge. Been told there may be a bit of a lag on the stream, so just bear with us for the first little bit here, and hopefully that'll sort itself out as we move along here tonight. Had some clouds working around the area of our venue here tonight as the sun set, but it looks like we're going to have a beautiful evening for football now. Looked like it might rain on us a couple of times, but nothing materialized, so we've got a beautiful night of football as we put the ball down. Get ready to bring this kickoff. My name is Jeremy McGrail. Thank you all for joining us on this stream. 13-6A Thursday Night Lights action battle with playoff implications. Here we go. Pooch kick back. Grand Oaks well fielded over the shoulder catch and move up the left sideline. Get what he can. Nice little return. Not much you can do with that. And here comes the Oak Ridge offense onto the field to get us started tonight with senior quarterback Grant Smith. Looks like we're going to start in a 2 wide receiver formation with H-back and running back. Motion across. Handoff inside to the running back, around left side on the sweep rather. Hits the left sideline. Does Keelan Gauss for a nice run. Going to move the chains for a first down. We may be having some issues with our recording tonight, so if we need to, we will upload a full version of it after the fact. But hopefully it'll sort itself out. Bit of networking issues here tonight that we're working through. In tight shotgun formation here for Smith as he's back to pass. Quick pass into the slot complete. Going to move the ball forward once again. Paxton McCutcheon on that catch for Grand Oaks. Methodical start for this Grizzlies offense. Smith back in that 2 receiver gun again. Twins motion across the formation. Keeps it this time up the middle. Great job by Smith on the read. Play they set up with that first sweep call. They called around the left side. Now Smith keeps it. Doing a good job keeping Oak Ridge off balance with that play calling. Really promising start to this drive by Grand Oaks. Smith's going to stay in the same personnel grouping, but now split out a 3rd receiver. Back pass, and some pressure, going to be sacked. Good defensive play by the War Eagles to get a key sack. They needed to make something happen there. Smith's going to lose a yard. Number 88 for Oak Ridge, Finn Walker Jr. on that sack. After a few chunk gains by Grand Oaks, Oak Ridge needed to make something happen there. So here goes Smith, going to flip the formation again, back to pass, looks to the right side, it's jumped. Oh, my goodness, that was a pick 6 in the hands of Nico Chavez, junior DB for Oak Ridge. So throw telegraphed by Smith. Chavez nearly house called that one. bring up 3rd and long, so chance for this War Eagles defense to get off of the field. Shotgun 3 receiver set for Smith as he looks to the sideline for an adjustment. Now he's going to call timeout and go talk it over, make sure they've got the right thing dialed up.
From screens to complex concussions, our board-certified doctors use the most advanced technologies to provide the most comprehensive care. For more information, visit HoustonMethodist.org/OSM/Woodlands.
I was trying to help him down there because I brought him down.
Yep, and as we're contending with technology issues tonight outside of our control with the networking, we've got a laggy video recording, so I'm going to get a little more detailed on my call for you here this evening so you can appreciate what's going on a little bit better if the stream is not allowing you to follow along more easily with me. So Grand Oaks coming out of their timeout right now. They've got a 3rd and 12 with 10 minutes and 9 seconds to go in the first quarter. This is the opening drive of the football game for either team. Score at 0-0. Here is Smith making some adjustments to his formation. It's a shotgun, trying to get people lined up correctly. 3 wide receivers. Single running back next to him. Now he's ready for the snap. Drops back, looking to pass. Under pressure, nowhere to go. He's going to flush right. Look down the field, lets it go. Open receiver caught. Touchdown, Grand Oaks. Smith buys himself the time, rolls to the right and hits Paxton McCutcheon at about the 1-yard line. He steps into the end zone. Great job of quarterback play by Smith. He did not panic, showed his experience, and we're hitting the lights here for the first time tonight at the bank. 6-0 Grand Oaks after that touchdown pass from Smith to McCutcheon. Gotta love the chaos that is the swinging gate. Now they're going to line up for a good old-fashioned point after. Caden Rosado. He boots it through to move the score 7-0 Grand Oaks with 9:58 to go on the first quarter clock. Opening drive of the game, Grand Oaks takes it right down for a touchdown. Oak Ridge managed to make a couple of plays on the defensive side of the ball to force Grand Oaks into that 3rd and 12. Grand Oaks didn't like something they saw, called the timeout, talked it over on the sideline, and then came out and executed a nice pitch and catch between quarterback and receiver to put our first points on the board this evening. Not exactly how they drew it up, but playmakers make plays, and Smith just did a great job staying calm, not panicking when he was under some pressure in the backfield, flushed to the right, found his open man. Just good quarterback play. Good adjustment by the receiver also. Grand Oaks lined up to send it back deep now with Rosado over the ball.
Number 35, Caden Rosado, the kickoff for the Grizzlies.
Here is Rosado. He's going to put a foot through it and send it into the end zone and for a touchback out of the back of the end zone. I'd like to thank everyone joining us on the stream here tonight, bearing with us as we work through some technical difficulties here, but I'll do my best to give you guys the call here audio-wise, and hopefully at some point we will get a clean stream up for you to come back and at least be able to watch the game back tomorrow, if nothing else. So here's Oak Ridge's first touch of the ball. 1st and 10, starting from their own 25. 4 wide receivers in the game. Motion out, empty backfield. Back to pass. Flag comes down on the near side. Pass is complete up the sideline, and it'll be a first down if it stands. It's actually multiple flags on the field. See what that call is. Offsides. So it'll be offsides Grand Oaks, so the play is going to count for Oak Ridge and move the chains. So 1 play, 1 first down. Oak Ridge emptied the backfield on that play. Spread out the defense, attack the sideline. Tough play to defend. So now they're going to go a little bit tighter. 2 receiver set, pistol. End around. The creativity now to James Scott, but it is snuffed out big time by the Grand Oaks defense. Number 28, Cullen Thompson, staying at home and making a huge play there on the edge for his team. Did not get fooled by that backfield action. That was James Scott, experienced senior 3-year starter. One of the great standout athletes on this Oak Ridge football team and in the district overall. Easy to spot with his different colored cleats, orange and green. Pistol handoff, and once again, stopped in the backfield before it can get going for another loss. Oak Ridge moving backwards. They've got about a 3rd and 19 now with 8:51 to go in the first quarter. First possession of the game for the War Eagles. We will see how creative Oak Ridge is willing to be here. If they play it safe, maybe call a screen type of play. Something high percentage that has a chance to break. Quarterback going to be flushed out to the right, going to throw deep. He's got single coverage down there. Some contact. He comes down with a catch. What a catch by the receiver for Oak Ridge. Oak Ridge, just like Grand Oaks, proving they can make a play, and that was James Scare on that catch, sophomore, going up and getting it. They had single coverage. A lot of contact down there around the point of the catch. It's going to move the ball all the way inside Grand Oaks territory down to the 34-yard line of the Grizzlies. So Oak Ridge in business, converting a 3rd and 19 on a remarkable play. So here we go, shotgun. Single receiver split out now, motion across, going to be flipped on the fly sweep. James Scott makes the first man miss, but can't make the second man miss as he tries to get around the corner. Nice tackle by the Grand Oaks defense there to keep him from getting the edge. Trayton Urbay at quarterback gets his play. And Oak Ridge in a position where they must win tonight to keep their playoff hopes alive. Quarterback sweep, left side. Pick up a few yards, positive gain. Designed a quarterback run there for Urbay to get his legs going. Going to bring up 3rd and medium, 3rd and 6. 6:52 on the clock. Ball is spotted on the 30-yard line of Grand Oaks. Shotgun 4-receiver formation for Oak Ridge now. Scott to the near side, triple receivers to the other. Back to pass Urbay. Quick pass out to the flat on a little bit different page than his receiver. However, ball's going to fall incomplete and bring up 4th down and 6 from the 30. Have to think offense is going nowhere here, showing no signs of leaving the field. Probably too far to kick a field goal, too close to punt. That's exactly what they're going to do. Urbay has the play, signals it in. Line up 2 receivers and a tight end. Urbay does a hard count, gets somebody to jump, but not quite enough for an offsides call. Throws out where his receiver can catch it, but falls just incomplete. However, flag comes down for possible interference based on where it was thrown. Again, got single coverage, and it was a nicely thrown ball by Urbay. Laid it out in front of the receiver where he was going to make a play or no one was. Looks like this will move the chains for Oak Ridge. Yep, they will get the interference call on Grand Oaks. So a couple of massive conversions on this drive by Oak Ridge. First one on a 3rd and 19. Big pass play, and then this one via penalty. They'll take it however they can get it. Moving all the way down to the Grand Oaks 15-yard line after that penalty yardage marked off. Pistol set, showing run intent here. Quarterback's going to pull it on the play action and hit James Scott back of the end zone. Can he get a put down? No, he is out of bounds. Makes the catch, but he was pirouetting there in the back of the end zone and just couldn't get the toe down. It's a really nice play call by Oak Ridge, showing heavy run intent with the formation and then pulling the string on it. Had exactly what they wanted. Bring up 2nd and 10, again from the Grand Oaks 15. Go to empty set, 5 wide receivers. Motion into the H-back spot here, still empty backfield. Urbe's just going to take it, sweep left side, step around the first tackle, but ushered out of bounds after that. Looks like he'll actually lose a yard on that, bring up 3rd and 11. 6 minutes and counting here in the first quarter this evening. Ball on the 16-yard line now after that loss of a yard. 4 receivers in the set. 1x3 shotgun for Urbe on the 3rd and 11. Massive down here. Back to pass. Going to be snacked and snowed under in the backfield at the 21-yard line. So he's going to lose 5 more yards on that. Be a 38-yard field goal about from this position. Be a left hash. See if the offense stays out there. Offense not leaving yet. Looks like they might try and set something up here. Down the field, you would think Scott is primary on this one. Try and get him singled up. Looks like that's what they're setting up. They've got him stacked to the top side there. 4 receiver set. 2x2 stack in the gun. Be a timeout on the field now to talk this over. Actually going to be a delay of game. They're going to say they did not get a timeout. Can mark it back 5 more yards.
Check.
2 strong possessions by both offenses to start our game here this evening. Grand Oaks marching down the field to score the first points of the night. Now Oak Ridge trying to repeat that. Go right down the field themselves. Looks like there's a bit of confusion about what they signaled there. It looks like maybe a timeout was granted after all. Thought I heard delay of game. So the ball's going to stay on the 21-yard line of Grand Oaks here. So Oak Ridge, 4th and 16, 4:46 to go in the first quarter, down 7-0. Orbit motion into the backfield. Urbe fakes the handoff under heavy pressure. He's going to go down, sacked on 4th down. It's going to turn it back over to the Grizzlies offense. Grand Oaks doing a good job getting penetration on the backfield, not allowing Oak Ridge any time to pick out a pass. Good swarming defense there by Gio. So here comes Grant Smith and this Grizzlies offense back out onto the field. Have the ball on their own 26-yard line to start this possession. Second of the night. Shotgun 3 receiver set with an H-back. Going to flip the H-back now. Handoff to Gauss. He's going to go around the right side fighting for yardage. Good tough run. Going to gain 9 yards up to the Oak Ridge up to the Grand Oaks 35-yard line, rather. Yard shy of the first down line to gain, which is 36. Grand Oaks going to try and move relatively quickly, going under center here, 2 receivers. Single back. Smith takes the quick handoff, straight handoff back. Gauss, he has the run, and Morey makes a nice jump cut. Hits the left side. He's still going across the 50 into Oak Ridge territory. Another excellent run by Keelan Gauss. Doing a great job with the football here this evening. Grand Oaks methodically moving the football here tonight. Picking up a couple of chunk plays in the process. Mentioned pregame how important it was for Grand Oaks to come out here tonight, not let any wind out of their sails after securing a massive win over Conroe last week in their quest to secure a playoff position, and they can basically guarantee themselves a ticket with a win tonight. So run left side, there goes Gauss again on the sweep. He's going to pick up another 5-yard chunk, 6-yard chunk, actually, down to the 41-yard line of Oak Ridge with that carry. Grizzlies in great position after beating Conroe, and they will be in a fantastic near lock position for the state playoffs if they can get this one here tonight. Back to pass. Smith under heavy pressure backside. He's going to be sacked all the way back into Oak Ridge territory. Number 24, Blake Dro, senior linebacker for the War Eagles, on that sack. Applying heavy backside pressure that Smith couldn't get away from. It's going to bring up 3rd and 15 with 2:40 and counting remaining in our first quarter tonight. Grand Oaks maintaining a 7-0 lead on the scoreboard after the Smith to McCutcheon connection on drive number 1 tonight. Shotgun 2 receivers, got 2 tight ends in the formation. They just flipped them. I'm going to go right back to Gauss on power run to the right, outside zone, but nothing going on that one. Pushed out of bounds at the 50. Just a gain of a yard, so the punt team is going to come out onto the field for Grand Oaks, first time this evening. It'll be Caden Rosato handling the punting duties as well. Place kicker and punter. So a nice stand by this Oak Ridge defense to keep their team in it here early on. Punt goes away. Nice high spiraling punt. Going to be fielded cleanly by the War Eagles. Number 10, Chris Salem, a junior. That nice catch on the punt. And with that, we will see the War Eagles offense for the second time here this evening. Managed to pick up a few key plays on their first drive of the night, but just couldn't finish with points. They're getting sacked on a 4th and long, deep inside Grand Oaks territory last time out. Pistol set, 2 receivers, H-back. Showing that power run. That's what they're going to do. Right side. Going to pick up about 4 yards. Maybe 1 block away from potentially breaking. So Urbe looks to the sideline to get his next play. Going to go 3 wide now with the look. Shotgun. 1:05 left in the first quarter. Quick throw, left side. Scott has it. It's going to fall forward. He'll be close to the first down. Looks to have it. Yep, and Chains. Chains will move. That will be a first down for the War Eagles. Now signal. Chain gang moves. 40 seconds and counting remaining in the first quarter tonight. Got 4 wide set for Urbe now, out of the gun. 4 down linemen for Grand Oaks. 4-3 look there. Quick throw right side, batted down. Incomplete. 25 seconds on the clock after that. It's Cullen Thompson, who's been very active here this evening, batting that down. It's a Dikembe Mutombo style block on that one. Bring up the 2nd and 10. Three receivers set now for Oak Ridge on this down. Heavy penetration into the backfield. Urbe keeps it, and he's loose around the left side. He's still going at the 40, the 30, all the way into Grand Oaks territory on a great quarterback run. They're going to mark him out actually at the 31-yard line of Grand Oaks, so once again in Grizzlies territory. Urbe making by far the correct decision on that one. Had he given that instead of kept it, it would have been tackled for a big loss because the Grizzlies defense was all over the running back. 3-wide shotgun here for Urbe, looking to the sideline. That's going to conclude our first quarter here this evening. Grand Oaks nursing a 7-0 lead. We'll flip into the field, come back to you for the second quarter here in a moment.
Toyota, Gullo Mazda, and Gullo Ford are your hometown auto dealers. We have been treating customers like family since 1970. So when you're ready for a new or used vehicle, go with the name you know. Gullo. Gullo Ford, Gullo Mazda, and Gullo Toyota. Shop GulloAuto.com.
And ready to resume action here. 1st and 10 for Oak Ridge in business on the 31-yard line of Grand Oaks to start the second quarter. Trying to tie up our score here tonight. Urbe back to pass. Looking deep up the left sideline, has Scott, and one-on-one coverage goes up for it. Can't quite connect. Going to fall incomplete. Scouting report very well versed on Mr. Scott by this point. 3-year starter for Oak Ridge, impact player in the district. You know they're going to target him heavily. Might want to try and get 2 over the top there and bracket. Easier said than done. Bring up 2nd and 10 after that incomplete pass. Going to stay in a 3-receiver set here. Press man on the edge. Still giving man coverage to Scott. Urbe's going to keep it. Step to the left, but only pick up a couple. Trying to keep this Grizzlies defense honest with his running threat. Nice crowd file in here tonight at the bank on both sides. On a very pleasant October evening. Hard to believe moving into mid to late October already. Just a few weeks away from being in the state playoffs. Wild. 3rd and 8. Now they're going to call a timeout on the field. Talk it over. It'd be a Grand Oaks timeout. Timeouts remaining, 2 for Grand Oaks and 2 for Oak Ridge. 11:16 is on the clock here in the second. Oak Ridge must win here this evening to keep their playoff hopes alive. If they were to lose, they would be out of the race effectively. Oak Ridge coming off of their bye, as I mentioned earlier on. Possibly a little rust knockoff here in the early going of the game, but that should all be out of the way by now. So here is our 3rd and 8 play now that we're ready to resume action out of the pistol, 3 wide. Here is Oak Ridge going to motion into the formation now. Urbe, toss sweep to the right side. They've got the blocking out there. The wall is set. The running back is loose. 5. Can he get to the end zone? No, he's going to be tackled just short down to the 1, but great design on that play. Ran it at the perfect time to Ethan Pruitt. Great job by Urbe to get that pitch out. They had it set up perfectly, just that nice wall of blockers leading around the right side. Nearly gets into the end zone, but in business, going to go heavy here now, Power. Try and punch this in. Wildcat style look. And have a timeout on the field once again. Talk things over. It'll be Oak Ridge calling the timeout now. Want to be sure they've got the right play dialed up. Covered the messy scenario in district a little bit earlier on, but if Oak Ridge wins tonight, that would throw the race for the 4th playoff spot into a mini tailspin between Oak Ridge, Conroe, and Grand Oaks if that happens. Whereas a Grand Oaks win can all but put it to bed because they would have a head-to-head win over both Conroe and Oak Ridge if they're able to take care of business tonight, which would all but guarantee their position in the postseason. So plenty of motivation on both sides here this evening beyond just the rivalry aspect between these two. Grand Oaks, of course, having been formed as partly a relief campus for Oak Ridge's explosive growth there over a few years. So here we go on the first down play. Urbe going to sneak, going to be a little tush-push. Does he get it? Yes, he does. Touchdown, Urbe. Oak Ridge is on the board, getting their first points of the evening at 11:04 remaining in the second quarter. Pending the PAT, Grand Oaks 7-6 right now, advantage on the scoreboard. See if War Eagles can tie it up here with this kick. A low line drive kick, but it will get through and good to tie the score at 7 apiece. With 11:04 remaining in the second quarter. Nice competitive opening to this football game. If this is a sign of what we can expect over the entire evening tonight, I'm in for it. It'll be fantastic viewing if so. So Oak Ridge flag runners get their first workout in here tonight, running the length of the field.
I'm afraid to go to one, but I'm going to go. No, I'm not.
The big play that set up that score for Oak Ridge was that huge run that Urbe broke on a play that Oak Ridge otherwise had shut down, aside from the quarterback keep on that one. Big run by Urbe set up the War Eagles deep inside Grand Oaks territory after that. They made no mistake in punching the football in the end zone. And now we are knotted up at 7. We have ourselves a football game here in the second quarter. As the pooch kick goes back to Grand Oaks, going to be fielded and return. Chance of return here. Tries the right side, gets up that sideline, turns the corner. Going to be great field position for the Grizzlies to start this drive. McCutcheon, I believe, on that return. Our touchdown scorer for the Grizzlies earlier on tonight. Grant Smith and company back out onto the field. Grand Oaks also possessing a weapon in Pearson Lackey, a junior quarterback that comes in from time to time, and he has absolute wheels on him. The penalty yardage marked off back to the 26, so Grand Oaks going to start this drive on their own 26-yard line, 10:59 on the clock in the second. Out of a two-receiver shotgun formation with a double tight set. Now they're going to flip the tight ends. Power play to the running back around the left side. I believe that's a new ball carrier we have in the game. That is number 1, Brian Victorian, Jr. Giving Gauss a rest. Picking up 4 yards on that. 2nd and 6. Moving the ball out to the 30-yard line with that carry. Three-receiver set now for the Grizzlies. Bring extra man in the backfield. Power pistol set. Going to do a power run right side. Right back to Victorian. Get a spin to about the 35-yard line, where he'll be a yard short of the line to gain for the first down. Bring up 3rd and 1. Both teams really wanting to establish their ground games here so far. So here we go. Grand Oaks rather, going to move fast here on 3rd down. Bit of window dressing now. Same sort of action and power set we saw a second ago. Going to try the same play to the right side, or left side rather, and it's going to have enough for a first down and move the chains. So basically the same play we just saw, just go in the other direction. Chains move for this Grand Oaks offense. Done a good job of that so far here tonight. Some long possessions for both teams. For anyone joining us just now on the broadcast, welcome. Stick around with us the entire rest of the evening. Enjoy a great night, Thursday night lights action here from Woodforest Bank Stadium. Handoff up the middle. This is Victorian again. He's going to find some space and get out to midfield. It's going to pick up another Grand Oaks first down. Good chunk gain there. Doing a good job coming in to spell Gauss, as he's done all season. Depth has been something that this Grizzlies program has worked to establish over its early years as a program. It's not as easy to do in the first years. Now, if they've got more numbers, they can do more of that now. Shift in the formation again, giving Oak Ridge plenty to look at, showing that power pistol set again. Again, going to that ground game. Gauss back in the game, but he's going to be tackled in the backfield for a 2-yard loss. Nothing to find around that right side, so good play by the War Eagles defense. Second and 12, 7:50 and counting in the second quarter on the clock. Going to fake the run now. Smith back to pass. Spins around, has a man up the left sideline. If he can get there, receiver has to wait on it, and it falls incomplete. Just a bit underthrown for him. Couldn't quite work his way back to that Preston Cloud, the intended man there. Was open, just couldn't work his way back enough to catch that. Good arm strength by Smith to get it down there as much as he could. As a receiver, you've got to go get that one. So ball's incomplete, 3rd and 12. Three receivers in the shotgun set here for Smith on 3rd and long. Back to pass, heavy pressure right in his face up the middle, lofts it over the middle, has a man, it's caught by Gauss. He has the ball, spins off the defender inside the 10-yard line. What a play by the Grizzlies. When they had to have it, and Smith, what a job to stand in against heavy pressure. I mean, he had War Eagles defenders directly in his face mask, but knew he had his man, his running back, on a streak route up the hash mark. Just laid it up there so he could go get it. Outstanding quarterback play once again by Smith. Run around the left side. Victorian ball flies out. It is loose and recovered by Oak Ridge. Wow, what a turn of events after such a massive play.
Holding. Against the offense, that penalty is declined. The result of the play.
The holding penalty against Grand Oaks will be declined, so the result, a turnover,
Ball will be brought out to the 20-yard
which Oak Ridge has recovered, and they're going to start this drive, it looks like, on their own 1-yard line. .7:13 remaining on our clock until halftime as we wait for this new drive to get started by the Oak Ridge offense. Again, the ball's going to be spotted at the 1.
Correction, the recovery was made on the 1-yard line. We have first down on the 1-yard line.
Got most of the football actually inside the 1-yard line. I'm looking directly at it. Danger territory here for Oak Ridge. They've got to work some space somehow. Heavy safety risk here. They're going to come out in as compact of a formation as they are able, likely a quarterback sneak perhaps here to try and create some space. The Urbe. Now he's going to run up and take it, and that's exactly what he's going to do, try and push him out of there. Does get a good little surge. That'll do it. That'll get you a little space out to the 6-yard line from the 1, so 5-yard gain on that. A great job by his blockers. One of those plays, offensive linemen actually don't particularly like that because they know there's going to be people falling into them, and just a bad deal there. Got people running into you, hitting the back of your leg. So they're going to stay in this tight formation here on 2nd and 5, 6:35 on the clock in the second quarter. Urbe back to pass, heavy pressure right in his face, batted down, the ball stays in the air. It's a chance to pick that off potentially if you can locate it, but nevertheless, pass batted down. Bring up 3rd and 5, dangerous play there for the War Eagles, but they live to fight another down.
That's going to bring up 3rd down.
So 4 receiver shotgun formation for Oak Ridge here. James Scott to the near side, singled up. They're going to go away from him this time. Ball's going to hit the turf, though, and fall incomplete. So despite the turnover, Oak Ridge not able to capitalize with the drive on offense, so they're going to have to send out the punt team that is pinned in their own end of the field here, so they've got to be careful with this. Oak Ridge should have excellent field position if they can successfully turn over possession here. Back to return for Grand Oaks is Jacoby Andrews, provided he can get his hands on this one. James Scott set to punt for Oak Ridge. Got to be alive to the fake threat here. Be very brave to do it, but when you have an athlete like that back there, he is going to punt it. It's going to be high, not returnable. Going to hit and then take a favorable bounce for Grand Oaks. Rolling the wrong direction for Oak Ridge. Going to be down at about the 27-yard line. So Grand Oaks practically back in the red zone. did not give up points directly as a result of that turnover on their previous drive, but now they've got to take full advantage of this field position. Coming back out onto the field, Grant Smith and Keelan Gauss in the backfield here. Same duo that started the game. I have 3 receivers in the formation. Power set in the backfield, H-back, running back. You're going to motion across H-back. Power left side. Gauss shakes off the first tackle. Going to pick up 3 or 4 yards. Nice carry. Come up to the 6-minute mark remaining in the second quarter until half. Got 1 timeout remaining by for Grand Oaks and then 1 for Oak Ridge as well. Both teams utilizing a couple of pieces so far in this first half. 2 receivers set in the shotgun, showing a power look. And you go back to that ground game again, up the middle with Gauss. Being up for the first down, Chains will move down to the 16-yard line of Oak Ridge with that carry. Oak Ridge and Grand Oaks both staying committed to the ground game here tonight. Yeah, split backfield, 2 receivers set for Grand Oaks. On 1st and 10. Going to flip the look of the formation. Now go to more of that power look from the pistol. Handoff right side. Again, going to pick up a nice chunk of about 5 yards. Doing a good job creating movement with their offensive line. They want to go fast. See if they just go right back to the run. They've got them on their heels. That's what they do. Gauss makes a cut. Play is actually stopped, though. Flag came in. Perhaps movement. Yep, false start.
False start. Number 88 of the offense.
Grand Oaks a bit too anxious to get that play away. Back it up to 2nd and 10 with 4:49 to go until half. Oak Ridge won the opening toss and deferred to the second half, so the War Eagles will have the ball to start the third quarter tonight. Something to keep in mind as we work our way to the end of the second quarter. 3 receiver formation for Grand Oaks. Smith under center for now. Flips the tight end. Can stay under center. Hard count. Toss left. Gauss does a good job making the first man miss. Gets inside the 10 down to the 7. That was really all Gauss there. There was not a whole lot to work with. But nice little hesitation. Created a nice play for him. Bring up 3rd and call it 1.5. Close to 2. We'll round up. Grand Oaks fumbling the last time they were in this position. Split backfield shotgun. Now they're going to shift it into a pistol look. Handoff Gauss, right side. But Oak Ridge, they've seen it one too many times now, and they stop it for no gain. Going to bring up 4th down. So your Grand Oaks, looks like they're going to keep the offense on the field here. They're not hesitating at all. It's like, after that turnover, they are eager to punch this one in. But, of course, you have to execute. You're going to go for it, showing some confidence in their guys by doing so. Coming up to the 3-minute mark on the clock. Shift once again. Lots of movement so far tonight for Grand Oaks in their formations. Lots of moving pieces. Too many moving pieces, so they're going to have to talk it over now.
Oak Ridge.
In 7-7 tie here with 2:57 to go until half. Absolutely massive game here in 13-6A. I know most of the attention has been dedicated to what's going to happen here tomorrow night between College Park and the Woodlands, and that titanic encounter atop the district standings. But this game, in terms of importance, is right up there with it in terms of the impact it will have on the postseason. Again, Grand Oaks wins tonight, they have all but punched their ticket to the playoffs. But if Oak Ridge were to win, that throws the district into a bit of a messy situation where you have Conroe, Grand Oaks, and Oak Ridge alive. Tiebreak-wise, Grand Oaks still be in decent position, but they would be kind of further in peril due to tiebreak, which is not where you want to be. So field goal attempt right down the pipe. And the kick is good, going to take the lead. Grand Oaks 10, Oak Ridge 7, but wait a second. Looks like we get to do it again.
I don't know why he went to the
Pearson Lackey on the hold for Grand Oaks, backup quarterback. Gets the ball down. Again, the kick is up. And that one got a little higher. It's good once again. Caden Rosado tacks on 3, so Grand Oaks now leads 10-7. 2:53 remaining in the half. Beautiful evening for football here at Woodforest Bank Stadium. We thank all of you for joining us on the stream. Encourage you, of course, if you haven't already, hit the follow button on both channels for Woodforest Bank Stadium and, of course, Moorhead just up the road from us, so you can follow along down the stretch run of the season. It's hard to believe, but we're already there. Just got a few more weeks to go until playoff time. Into mid to late October already by this time next week, which is crazy to think about. Already getting into the holiday season here, very short order.
What was that? Very short kickoff.
Number 35, Caden Rosado, the kickoff for the Grizzlies.
Caden Rosado has the ball down for Grand Oaks, ready to send it back to Oak Ridge. Ball is into the end zone for a touchback out of the back of the end zone. Be War Eagles football on their own 25-yard line. So here is the Oak Ridge offense, 4-receiver formation to start this possession. 1st and 10 with 2:53 to go until half. Going to fake the handoff. Now quarterback's going to try and run. There are flags down. Tries to escape but can't. Going to be tackled for a 5-yard loss. See what the call is here.
Illegal shift. Against the offense. That penalty is declined. 2nd down.
Penalty against the offense declined. Going to bring up 2nd and 15 after that 5-yard loss. Four receiver set again for Oak Ridge out of the gun. Back to pass. He's looking up the middle. Had his receiver but couldn't quite make the connection. That was the tight end. Made a huge play earlier in the game, James Scare. Bring up 3rd and 15 after that incomplete pass. Oak Ridge getting one-on-one coverage consistently with receiving targets that they like. We'll see if they can take advantage of it here. Got Scott down here to the near side, 2x2 shotgun. Back off the coverage, Scott coming underneath. There's Urbe going to scramble now under pressure. He's going to get sacked Sophomore defensive lineman standout Bruce Warren on that tackle for the Grizzlies. Going to bring out the punt team for Oak Ridge. And Grand Oaks has a timeout remaining. Oak Ridge will get the ball to start the second half, so you have to think Grand Oaks is going to go on attack mode here once they get the ball to try and put some more points on as we get to our 2-minute timeout. New thing we're doing this year in high school football. Same as the pros. Get to 2 minutes in the first half and second half. Have an auto timeout. And we are back ready to resume action. Of course, 2 minutes on the clock in the second quarter. Back to punt. It's James Scott for Oak Ridge. Single return man back for Grand Oaks to receive. Kick is away end over end. It will be returnable. Catches it on the run. Going to hit the right sideline. Going to get inside Oak Ridge territory. Ball going to be marked out about the 38-yard line from the looks of it. Nope, they're going to come in on the 40, actually, so that's where Grand Oaks is going to take over possession here. 1:50 remaining until halftime. Once again, excellent field position for the Grizzlies offense.
I was up here and I was like, Carol's not even looking. She's on her phone. She's on her phone. And like I was messing. I was like, you're on your phone. I was like, she's on her phone. What is she doing? And all of a
Here
sudden,
comes Grant Smith, and this time joining him in the backfield is Brian Victorian, the junior running back. Looks like he'll have some company in the form of McCutcheon.
Cassie never came over to you? No. That's why I just said Cassidy, because I figured.
Back to pass Smith. Looking downfield. Going to throw the right sideline now. Has a man open. Can he get it there? Cannot quite make the connection, but multiple flags come in. Could be an interference call. It's a beautifully thrown ball. Just couldn't quite make that connection on the catch. Will be pass interference against Oak Ridge. That'll move the ball down to the 25-yard line. Smith has done a great job here tonight staying calm under pressure. He's been put under some pretty significant duress back there, but he's just stayed calm and made some beautiful throws. Been on this varsity field since he was a freshman, so he's seen plenty by now. Right, they're going to flip the tight end here, show that power pistol look that they like. They're going to go straight to the handoff. Victorian going to hit it up the middle. Left side, going to gain about 4 yards down to the 21. Minute 31 and counting on the clock. Grand Oaks preserving that one timeout they have left, or trying to do so.
Plus, she came off kind of late.
Trying to get the play in. Going to have 3 receiver formation. Smith signals into play to the offensive line, ready for the snap. Flip the tight end. Ball is snapped. Going to go run right side. Victorian going to try and hit the lane. Can't quite get through. It's just going to pick up a couple. Bring up 3rd and 4 from the 19-yard line of Oak Ridge. So we're under a minute to go. 50 seconds and counting.
Yeah, Ashley, let Caroline do a play or two.
Again, not especially in a panic. Not buzzing around too much. Still doing all of their formation shifting. Heavy pistol now. Right in the handoff up the middle. Falls forward for the first down. Victorian has it. Quickly flips the ball to the officials so they can get set. 32 seconds, 30 and counting. Not using the timeout. Trying to signal in a play here as the clock runs under 20 seconds now. Bunch formation. See if they can hit something in the end zone. Trying to set up a corner route. He's going to throw the out. Double covered, however, going to fall incomplete. Oak Ridge was on that. 11 seconds remaining on the clock after that incomplete pass. Time for one more play before they've got to bring the field goal team out if they're not able to convert or get out of bounds. Here we go in the shotgun. Two receivers with an H-back, back to pass. Smith looking towards the end zone. Throws to the flat, but can't get it complete. It's going to hit the ground with 5 seconds remaining. See if now they bring on the field goal team or if they try and go for the whole thing. No sign of the kicking team running on net. Now here it is. Here comes Caden Rosado. Have to think they're happy to take what they can get here going into the locker room again. Oak Ridge will receive to start the third quarter. Invite all of you to stay with us over halftime. I'm going to turn up the field mic for you so you can hear the excellent performances from the bands of both of these great schools. Ball is down. Rosado has the kick up, and it is good. Going to tack on 3 more points for Grand Oaks to take us to Grand Oaks 13, Oak Ridge 7. Still showing 1 second on the clock. So we may have to do something here before we can jog into the locker room. Again, Grand Oaks leading Oak Ridge 13-7.
I don't know what Peyton's love with the refs are, but it's very awkward.
We get a last-second kickoff like this can make for some nice entertainment on the squib-style kick and whatever shenanigans ensue on the returning side. See if we get a multiple lateral situation.
1.5, 1, half, 3/4. That's more. Quarter. 0. Good. You're gonna do a countdown.
Rosado has the ball down. See if he squibs it or just puts a foot into it.
3/4. That's more.
He's going to squib it, going to spike it on the turf there. Fielded by Oak Ridge. Some room around this right side. They've got to get him down, and they do. That's going to take us to halftime. Again, Grand Oaks leading 13-7 over Oak Ridge. Please come back and join us in the second half and watch these excellent performances, and we will be back with you after the break.
Good evening and welcome from the award-winning Oak Ridge High School Liberty Bells dance team under the direction of Rebecca Barber and April Dickerman. The 2025-2026 Liberty Bells officers are Logan Bledsoe, Lieutenant; Addison Duncan, Lieutenant; Grace Flow, Lieutenant; Rebecca Loomis, Lieutenant; Savannah Norris, Lieutenant Colonel; Alyssa Thomas, Lieutenant Colonel; Joe O'Neill, Colonel. The Spirit Girl of the Week is Ashley Carranza. The Dancer of the Week is Bailey O'Neill. Now sit back and enjoy the Liberty Bells kick routine to the Fall Out Boy rock hit, I Don't Care. Take it away, ladies. And now, the Pride of Oak Ridge, the award-winning War Eagle Marching Band. The band is under the direction of drum majors Matthew Nagara, Elizabeth O'Donnelly, Ryan Reagan, Natalia Lopez. Featured twirler is Beatrice Williams. Section of the week are the trombones. Officer of the week is Levi Williams. Marcher of the week is Frankie Portillo. Guard member of the week is Riley Hahn. War Eaglet of the week is Abby Garza. And now, sit back and relax as the War Eagle Band performs parts 1, 2, and 3 of their 2025 field show titled Glassworks. Take it away, War Eagle Band! Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Please welcome to the field, the heart of the den, the award-winning Grand Oaks Royal Pride Drill Team. Tonight, they are joined on the field by the Royal Pride JV Drill Team, along with their super guys. The Royal Pride Dance Officers are Lieutenant Jarrett O'Farrell and Jared O'Farrell, Lieutenant Hope Farmer and Daniel Farmer, Senior Lieutenant Carly Rogers and Micah Smith, Senior Lieutenant Samantha Biondo and Joey Biondo, First Lieutenant Risa Kiefer and Kevin Kiefer, First Lieutenant Cindy Biondo and Lee Biondo, and Captain Amy Pinones and Aiden Pinones. Under the direction of Mrs. Brittany Suey and Miss Sarah Johnston, the Royal Pride Drill Team is proud to honor the brave women who have fought and battled against breast cancer. Together with their guides, they they dedicate tonight's performance to these real-life superheroes. We hope you enjoyed their routine to come and get your love. Royal Pride would like to thank their sponsors, Server Monkey, AutoNation Ford Katie, Creekstone Outdoor Living, Tips Stacks and Tees, Go Mum It Up, B.R. Lawson and Company, and Fraser International Supply House. We greatly appreciate your support and go Grizzlies!
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the field the Grand Oaks High School Grizzly Marching Band and Guard. The Grand Oaks High School Marching Band is under the direction of Michael Flake, Luke Stoner, Hunter Dorman, and Progression Director Israel Lopez, and Color Guard Director Hope Posters Wagner. The band is under the direction of Senior Drum Major Peyton Kimbrough, Senior Drum Major Aiden Williams, Junior Drum Major Bree Miller, and Junior Drum Major Fiona Monreal. The Color Guard is under the leadership of Captains Izzy Buteau, William Fournier, Peyton Summerton, Sadie Brothers, and Sydney Brothers. The Grand Oaks High School features Portland, seven-time national champion Dylan Easterwood. Will is also a silver medalist representing Team USA at the World Championship this summer in Turning Italy. Lily is coached by Patty McKee and Katie McKee McIntosh. This evening, the band will perform The Chosen, Triumph of Time, and Not a Day Goes By from their 2025 competitive marching show by Cadillac. Eli Woolman. Freshman of the week is Caden Utosa. Guard member of the week is London Rice. Freshman member of the week is sound engineer Matthew Carter. Grand Oaks Director would like to say thank you to all the parents, volunteers, staff, administrators, and sponsors on the achieve greatness in this community marching season. Go Geo!
And welcome back, everyone, to the second half here from Wood Forest Bank Stadium. The teams were so excited to get back onto the field. They chased the Grand Oaks band off of the field there after an excellent performance. We hope you all enjoyed that great halftime brought to you by both bands. Drill teams, of course, cheerleaders, everybody involved here tonight. Like I said, Oak Ridge will be receiving the kickoff to start the second half, having won the opening toss of the game and deferred. The score is Grand Oaks 13, Oak Ridge 7 after one half of play. So we're about to kick play back off here under the Thursday night lights here at the bank. Got a great second half poised to be played for us here this evening after that competitive first half of action. Grand Oaks trying to secure the first ever playoff bid for this program. If they can win tonight, they've all but done that. With just 2 regular season games remaining to play after tonight. Oak Ridge coming in tonight 3-3 overall, 2-2 in district, and if they can win this game tonight, then they throw that race for the 4th playoff position much more wide open. So then you'd have a potential 3-way tie situation between Grand Oaks, Conroe, and Oak Ridge. If that scenario were to play out, Oak Ridge still in good shape there via the tie breaks, or Grand Oaks rather in good shape there via the tie breaks, but they do not want to get involved in that kind of situation. Want to take care of business tonight. It's in their hands. They've just got to take care of business. So they're sending the ball back deep now, be out of the end zone as it has been tonight on all the kickoffs for a touchback. So Oak Ridge going to start on their own 25-yard line to start this second half of action here in the third quarter. Be moving towards the south end zone on the field. Oak Ridge setting up their lone touchdown of the first half on a great big play run by Drayton Urbe that set that touchdown up that they punched in. For Grand Oaks, it's been a couple of excellent moments by Grant Smith at the quarterback position to find big plays in the passing game. So empty backfield for Oak Ridge. Going to be quarterback draw up the middle, some space. Nice form tackle there at the 30 after a 5-yard gain.
Carried by number 15, Drayton Urbe. That ball by number 9, Isaac Smith for the Grizzlies.
Oak Ridge coming into tonight's game, of course, off of their bye weeks. They've shaken off all that rust, it appears, and have competed very well here so far tonight. Need to do everything they can to move this down the field and put some more points on the board with this drive. Stay in with a chance to win this one. Quick throw out to the right, complete. Going to move the chains for a first down. That's number 3. Logan Underfinger for the catch. Senior receiver for the War Eagles. So 1st and 10, the ball is on the 39-yard line. Oak Ridge on their own 39, moving towards midfield. So Urbe, 2-receiver shotgun with the tight end. Handoff around the right side, going to pick up 2 yards. Number 23, Ethan Pruitt on that carry. Second 7, 10:29 and counting on the clock here in the third. Shotgun 3 receivers. Back to pass, looking for the out route complete to Scott. He hasn't turned up the left sideline. Now he's got more. He's still going 30, 20, 10, 5, and touchdown. There goes Oak Ridge. We have got a football game now. Yes, we do. After that, explosive pass play. No flags on the field. So they will mark him out further back from the looks of it there. Looked like he had skated along the sideline. Now they're going to place it all the way back at the 20, but still set up in the red zone. Shotgun 2 receivers set. Now Oak Ridge going to try and move fast. They've had Scott singled up all night. I've been talking about it, and they get him there. He makes a play as he has done his entire career. It's Urbe around the left-hand side. Flag comes down in the area of a hold. Now another flag on the sideline, perhaps late hit, so maybe some offsetting penalties going on here. Urbe took a hit as he was out of bounds. I just saw that flag come in out of the corner of my eye there.
There are 2 penalties on the play. Holding, number 48 of the offense. That's a 10-yard penalty. We have a dead ball, unsportsmanlike late hit against the defense. That'll be a 15-yard penalty. Both penalties will be assessed first down.
So Oak Ridge will come out of those penalties with a 5-yard gain. He's got 15 on the unsportsmanlike versus 10 on the hold, so the ball's going to move ahead 5 yards to the 15. 10:05 on our game clock. So here goes Oak Ridge knocking on the door again, trying to tie this game up with a touchdown, potentially taking the lead if they can convert the PAT, but they've got to get it in the end zone. Pistol set, 2 receivers. So Urbe picks the handoff, rolling right, almost sacked, gets out of it. He's going to try and escape and tries to hurdle a defender, gets up in the air, but goes down at the 10 after a gain of a few yards, but good entertainment value on that attempt to take to the air. Nice little hurdle move there from Urbe. There's Oak Ridge out of the power set. Wildcat type look, going to be quarterback run left side, trying to get around the edge, cannot. Just pick up another couple of yards, bring up 3rd and short from the 8-yard line. Line to gain is the 6. Let's move under 9 minutes to go in the 3rd. And for those of you following along on the stream with us, make sure you subscribe to both of the channels for Woodforest Bank Stadium and Moorhead Stadium. Follow along down the stretch run of this regular season with us, and of course into the playoffs. Going to get at least 3 Conroe ISD teams in. There's a direct snap back to Urbe. He's got some room around the right side, all the way down to the 2-yard line is where he's going to be marked. Has the first down, short of the end zone. The War Eagles very much in business here on the doorstep, punching in touchdown that will tie the game, potentially give them a lead. here is snap Wildcat set. Everybody's going to take it, look to the right side, jump pass, complete, touchdown, Oak Ridge. That's going to get it in the end zone. Number 48, your tight end, special on that one. James Scare, sophomore. Make it look like a quarterback power play on the run initially. Quarterback takes a step forward, then step back, jump pass, Tim Tebow play. Snap on the PAT, pressure back there, but the kick is up and good. So Oak Ridge, for the first time this evening, is going to take a 14-13 lead over Grand Oaks with 7:55 to go in the third quarter. Just what the doctor ordered to set up an entertaining second half of play for us. Oak Ridge taking their first possession of the third quarter right down the field and punching in a touchdown. James Scott setting that drive up with a big play, catch and run up the sideline where he nearly managed to tightrope there and score a touchdown, but stepped out at the 20, and then Herbe and the Oak Ridge offense making no mistake from there, punching it in for their second touchdown of the evening, putting Grand Oaks now under some pressure. Grand Oaks in control of their own destiny for the playoffs. They win tonight and they lock it up. Pooch kick. Be cleanly fielded by Grand Oaks. Return up the left sideline, have some space. He's loose across the 40, 45. Out close to midfield, going to be great field position. Once again, Grand Oaks has dominated the field position battle. That's Kyson Morgan on that return for the Grizzlies. One area Oak Ridge has not managed to compete here tonight, definitely in the field position battle. Grand Oaks seemingly starting every drive right about midfield or in Oak Ridge territory as they started two drives inside of the Oak Ridge half of the field in the first half. So here comes senior Grant Smith and the Grand Oaks offense back out onto the field for the first time here in the second half. Down by 1, 7:49 on the third quarter clock. 3 receivers set, motion across with McCutcheon into the H-back spot. It'll be a handoff to Gauss, right side sweep. Try and get the edge, falls forward for about 4 or 5 yards. Good positive gain into the Oak Ridge half of the field, crossing the 50. Ball marked at the 47. Smith signaling in the play, 3 receiver shotgun with the H-back, gonna flip right back to Gauss, gonna pause, cut around the left side, he's into space. He is gonna go 20, 10, 5, and touchdown, Grand Oaks. Keelan Gauss not going to catch him when he gets into open grass like that. Great vision on that run. Kind of started around the right side. He saw the daylight, stuck his foot in the ground, cut back to the left, and did the rest. Great job of running the football by Mr. Gauss on that one. One of the top producing running backs in 13-6-8 this season, showing why there to immediately give the lead back to Grand Oaks. 19-14 pending this extra point. Hold is down, kick is up and good. So with a lightning strike right back, Grand Oaks leading 20-14 now over Oak Ridge. Exactly the kind of response you want after you lose a little bit of momentum with the drive that Oak Ridge had. Caden Rosado has the ball. Going to put it back on the tee. He's been sending every kick out of the end zone here tonight so far. Junior kicker walks it off. He sends a line drive. That one is going into and out of the end zone once again. So Oak Ridge going to start on their own 25-yard line. We'll see if the War Eagles offense continues to target their matchup with James Scott, number 1. Get him the ball a few more times because they're getting singled up quite a bit. Urbe also proving to be a threat tonight with his legs in the running game, slowing down a little bit of the pursuit that we saw from Grand Oaks earlier on in this football game. Three receiver set, shotgun first down. Quick throw left side complete to the tight end Scares, been heavily involved here tonight. He just caught the touchdown pass on Oak Ridge's previous touchdown on that jump pass from the 2-yard line. Stay in the same formation, just flip it now to the other side. Trips from the gun. 2nd and 6, 6:28 on the clock. Quick throw right side caught. Going to be turned in the corner, out across the 35. So Logan Unterfinger on the catch there, senior receiver. Going to move the chains first down at the 35. Staying in this 3-receiver set. Just flipping it from one side to the other on each play. Gun. It's a snap quarterback. Going to lower his shoulder. Get close to another first down. That should move the chains. Yep, they're spotting him on the 45. Chains move again. Oak Ridge finding a formula to move the football now. Go 3-receiver set, gun, sticking with the same package. Urbe, quick throw, looking for Scott, has him, makes a man miss, now turns on the jet, gets into Grand Oaks territory, over the 40, down to the 38-yard line of Grand Oaks, so War Eagles in business inside Grand Oaks territory, trying to answer score for score now. From the gun, first down. Again, Urbe left side sweep. Trying to get the edge. Picks up a couple of yards and has to run out of bounds. 5:04 left in our third quarter of action, and both teams making some good adjustments, it appears, over the break. Coming out here running some good offense in the third quarter. Very entertaining quarter of action so far, going back and forth. Now Oak Ridge, 2 receivers in the tight end. Back to pass out of the gun. Urbe looking deep down the middle for Scott. Singled up. Can he haul it in? No. Falls incomplete. Had a chance at it. Looking for the post. Had favorable coverage once again. Couldn't come down with the catch, however. Be a 3rd and 9 coming up. Yeah, 4:57 on our 3rd quarter clock. Roll to the right. Urbe got a throw at the last second under heavy pressure. The ball is picked off by Grand Oaks. Interception at the 20-yard line. Number 26 on the pick. Jensen Solaris, senior defensive back, comes up huge. So we'll cut away momentarily so an Oak Ridge injury can be addressed on the field, but what a defensive play there by Grand Oaks under some pressure again inside their own territory, with Oak Ridge having put together another couple of good plays. The pressure there forced the throw from Urbe. It looked like maybe kind of run-pass option, which I think pretty much every play is for him, and had to pull the trigger a little late on that one because the pressure arrived and had to get rid of it. Grand Oaks defender had good positioning inside of where that ball was going, and that's what enabled him to step in for the interception there. It's a great play by, again, Jensen Solaris on that interception by Grand Oaks, number 26, senior defensive back. At 4:51 on the clock here in the 3rd quarter once play resumes. Proved to be a huge shift in this football game if Grand Oaks is able to take the ball down, as Oak Ridge players able to get up, come off the field with some help. We will resume action here very quickly. Again, 4:51 on the clock here in the 3rd quarter. The Grand Oaks offense coming back onto the field.
After the play, we have dead ball, unsportsmanlike conduct, number 1.
There looks like a dead ball, unsportsmanlike conduct penalty signaled against Oak Ridge after the play, so interception stands, of course, and now the ball moves up to the 35-yard line. That's a 15-yard penalty. So a little bit better field position for Grand Oaks as a result. And here comes Mr. Smith back at quarterback. You have twin receiver formation in the shotgun there. Going to run it on the sweep handoff. And pick up a small chunk of about 4. I believe that was Gauss on that carry. It was. That's our touchdown scorer on the last drive, breaking a nice run out into the open field. So shotgun 3 wide with the H-back, and Gauss next to Smith. Going to flip your H-back. Power play into Gauss, kind of similar to the one he scored the touchdown on, where it looks like it's going right side, and then he sticks his foot in the ground and turns it straight upfield, going down the middle. And on the touchdown, found a huge cutback lane to the left on that after a nice cut. So we've got 3rd and 3 here on the next play. Huge moment here for the Grand Oaks offense. Need to take advantage of that turnover that their defense gave them. Put some cushion on the scoreboard if they can. 2 receivers set. They got 2 people in the backfield. Running power run to the right side on the sweep with Gauss. Going to make a nice tough run for a first down. Gets physical there as a runner, which you like to see. Gets the first down by plenty. Out to the 48-yard line. Not quite in Oak Ridge territory yet, but close. Down to 3:16 and counting in the third, with Grand Oaks leading at 20-14 over Oak Ridge. In this battle for playoff positioning in 13-6A, and of course, above all, the battle for the Oaks. Great rivalry between these 2 programs. It's a power run left side, but heavy penetration by Oak Ridge blows that up in the backfield for a 3-yard loss. Great job defending by the War Eagles. Got multiple bodies through the line on that one. Run had no chance. I was living in the Oak Ridge zone as Grand Oaks was being built, and remember all the zoning that went up around there and how they inherited some Grand Oaks inherited neighborhoods that were previously at Oak Ridge due to the overcrowding there. Pass up the middle, caught, brought down. That is for the first time tonight. Preston Cloud on a complete pass on the post down to the 29-yard line of Oak Ridge on a big play on third down, massive catch. Yep, and I remember Grand Oaks coming online there initially in their early years as a program. Had a feeling they would click at some point and start rolling, making the playoffs, and this year they've got a chance to do just that for the first time. So here is Smith, going to pull the handoff now left side for the first time tonight. He's running down to the 20, close to another first down, 9-yard gain. Smith showing that he can make some plays on the ground, and of course you really see that when Pearson Lackey, number 10, comes into the game. He is a flat-out track star out there. So split backs gun for the Grizzlies. 2 receivers on 2nd and 1. Going to flip the tight end. Now go to the pistol. It's usually where they give it to Gauss, which they do. He's going to cut up the middle. Now he's loose again. 5, touchdown. Gauss walks in for the second time in the third quarter. Touchdown, Grand Oaks, moving the score to Grand Oaks 26, Oak Ridge 14, 144. We're hitting the lights here at the bank once again in favor of Oak Ridge, or Grand Oaks rather. Gauss punches it in with his sharp combination of cuts. On for the PAT, Caden Rosado. Hold is down, and the kick is good and successful, so Grand Oaks moves the lead 27-14 with 1:44 to go in the third quarter. Grizzlies offense takes advantage of the turnover that their defense gave them on that interception by Jensen Solaris a few moments ago. A double-digit lead established for the first time tonight on either side. Grand Oaks' biggest lead so far in this game had been 7 points. They scored the first 7 of the evening and then led again 13-6, I believe it was, after that. And then Oak Ridge came out first possession, actually, of, it was 13-7 rather, and then first possession of the third quarter, Oak Ridge drives the field, scores a touchdown to take a 14-13 lead. Oak Ridge immediately responded to restore the lead to 20-14, and then Oak Ridge was driving the field again until Grand Oaks picked it off, and then finally have just driven the field again for their 14th unanswered point. Ball bounces through the hands of the Oak Ridge return man, but goes out of bounds, luckily. It'll depend on if he touched it, which looks like maybe he did. So Oak Ridge can be pinned on their own 9-yard line to start this drive as a result. Had that ball not hit his hands, of course, it would have been a flag out of bounds, and they would have gotten a much better outcome out of that. Pinned very deep, as they have been really for most of the night. They've been battling this field position. In 1:44 on the third quarter clock, Oak Ridge got to pick up the tempo now with the clock beginning to work against them. James Scott now at the quarterback spot. Gonna try and run around the left-hand side. No gain. It's coming in as a result of Irbe having to check out of the game, at least momentarily, perhaps for the rest of the game. A situation where they just put their best athlete back there at QB and see if they can make some things happen. See if they let him air it out. So 3 receivers for Scott in the gun. Back to pass. He is going to get the throw it there. Almost picked off, but completed. Some space up the right sideline. That is Scare again, still running, rumbling all the way out to the 50. Doing his best Gronk impression there. Just rumbling forward. Ball was nearly picked off by Grand Oaks again. Made it through to the receiver Scare for a great catch. And they're in business out to midfield and into Grand Oaks territory. Actually going to spot it on the 49, just on the other side of midfield. That's one way to get a drive going. Need a bit of fortune in this game. It's actually just, really well thrown ball, just out of the reach of the defender who tried to cut it off underneath. 4 receiver set for Scott. Get the snap, try to throw it out. It's going to hit the dirt. Scott has the play here on 2nd and 10. Got 3 receivers in the gun. Running back next to him here. Scott going to roll left. Throw to the sideline, complete. Nice high percentage throw. Going to advance it out closer to first down, be 3rd and short. At 19 seconds to go in the 3rd. 3rd and 4 on the down and distance officially. Scott gets the play from the sideline, now coming back in to signal. He's going to be back in that wildcat look with the 2 upbacks. He's going to sweep left side, looking for space. Nothing doing, though. Gets tackled by a host of Grizzly defenders who will not give him the edge and set up a 4th down after a loss of a yard or 2. So the 3rd quarter is going to run out on that play. So we're going to have a short little walk across the 50 before we start our final quarter of the evening. Grand Oaks leading 27-14 over Oak Ridge after 3.
Conroe ISD would like to thank the press box sponsors for the 2025 season. They are BJ's Restaurant at the Portofino Shopping Center in Shenandoah, Puka de Pepo at the Portofino Shopping Center, Buffalo Wild Wings at the Portofino Shopping Center in Shenandoah, Chili's on Lake Woodlands and Indian Springs, Chewy's in Shenandoah, Culver's in Conroe, Dave & Buster's in Shenandoah, Gringo's in Conroe, Mackenzie's Barbecue in Conroe, Outback Steakhouse in Conroe, Quaker's Taco Bar in Conroe, Raising Cane's in Conroe, Overlook's at Raven Road, Red Rock in Shenandoah, Russo's New York Pizzeria
All right, so we've got players on the field ready to start our fourth quarter of action. Oak Ridge football on fourth down, offense on the field, 4th and 6 for James Scott and company. It's the play of the game so far for this Grand Oaks defense. They've got everybody up, some movement. Scott is going to throw it. He thinks he's got a free play up the sideline, going to be incomplete, out of bounds. However, flag. Is it going to be offsides? It will be. That's the signal. It's going to take 4th and 6 to 4th and 1. It's a flag also downfield in the area of a pass interference. Looks like the pass interference is going to be waved off, though. Yeah, so only the offsides is going to be given, even though there's a flag back down in the area where the ball was thrown. Which no one has picked up yet, due to some conversations on the Oak Ridge sideline. And there it is, picked up. Get all the laundry off the ground. All right, 4th and 1 now, much better prospect for the War Eagles. Scott can make a play here with his legs. He'll hand it off, potentially. No safeties back deep for Grand Oaks. Everybody up. Now there's going to be a timeout on the field to Oak Ridge, rather. He's going to call that timeout. So talk it over. Got to make sure they have a good play. No room for error now, down 13 here in the 4th. All right, so here we go, 4th down. Here's James Scott in the Wildcat. Got to think he's going straight ahead. He is. Got the right side. He's going to have more than that around the edge. He's got a block out there. Going to go inside the 30, have the first down easily. Keep his team alive here. Going to mark it out at the 30 exactly. Scott signaling in the play, ready to resume action from the same Wildcat sort of set. Here he goes again, straight ahead, looking for room up the middle. Picks up a few. Second and 7 with 11:22 and counting remaining in our game tonight. Oak Ridge trying to cling to some hope left in this game, down by 13. Got to make some things happen. Scott in the Wildcat looking for some room around the right side. Nothing quite there. He's going to be ushered out of bounds. No gain. Bring up 3rd and 7.
For no gain on the play, that's 3rd
Grand Oaks wins tonight to get to their 6th win of the year, they'll tie their most ever wins as a program in the season to date. Previous highs coming last year with the 6-4 season. And then in their first season, actually, under Coach Jackson, they went 6-4 back in 2020, the COVID year. Scott's going to throw that ball up. Flag comes in the area of an interference, however, on that third down. So Oak Ridge may have been bailed out there by some illegal contact. Grand Oaks sideline trying to claim uncatchable. Not sure that's going to fly. It kind of was catchable. Could call it a bit harsh based on the contact that I saw. However, it is going to move the chains. Keep Oak Ridge alive just a bit longer here. Make things really interesting if they can punch it in here. So first down from the 17-yard line of Grand Oaks. In the red zone go the War Eagles. And out of that heavy shotgun look, just content to try and run this ball in and try and hand it to the running back. They get it to him. He stays on his feet. Excellent run. Wow. Great job keeping his feet for a 9-yard gain by number 23, Ethan Pruitt, the senior. Excellent effort there. Did not appear to be a whole lot to work with, but he squirts through there just through sheer willpower. All the way down to the 8-yard line of Grand Oaks after that carry. Here is Scott again in relief of Drayton Urbay here in the fourth quarter. Handoff back to Pruitt. Going to fall forward to the 6. Just pick up a couple. Moving under the 10-minute mark to go in tonight's game. Bring up first and goal after that from the 6. Scott back to the line. That heavy shotgun, one receiver. Motion out of the backfield, now empty for Scott. Play is blown dead. Be an Oak Ridge timeout. I believe that is either their final one or maybe they have one more remaining in the game. Grand Oaks still has all 3 of their second half timeouts. Looks like it'll be one left for Oak Ridge, 9:30 to go in the game. Again, Grand Oaks leading 27-14 here this evening on a beautiful night from Woodforest Bank Stadium here in Shenandoah. I thank everybody still riding along with us on this stream, hopefully here tonight, or if you're watching it back. Hope you're enjoying that as well. Got the game of the year effectively tomorrow in 13-6A between College Park and the Woodlands, undefeated College Park. Going to be a packed house, standing room only here. Invite you to join Jackson Cochran and Wesley Turner, student intern, on that call. Should be an absolutely epic, awesome occasion tomorrow night for everyone to enjoy, so we hope you will be streaming along with us if you can't be here in person for it. Subscribe to both channels on YouTube for Woodforest Bank Stadium and Moorhead. Hit that like button on the stream. Help expose what our district is doing out to the masses, the algorithm. Here's Scott back in the gun, going to take the snap. Now try the right side, keeps it, but snowed under, tries to spin his way out of trouble, but just too many people stacking him up for Grand Oaks. Grand Oaks not letting Oak Ridge walk into the end zone here, making them earn it and, more importantly, use that clock. I had to remind myself just now that Grand Oaks played their first varsity football season during the COVID year, 2020. Snap around the right side, Scott. He's going to be tackled for maybe a yard or two. Sean McDowell took over this Grand Oaks program 2 years ago in 2013 after Mike Jackson got this program off the ground. McDowell coming in from Fort Bend County. So here we go, third down, Scott. Looking back to pass, goes underneath, the ball is batted. Good pass deflection there by Grand Oaks. That was number 37, Savian Chin, the junior, on that pass breakup. Got inside of the route. So on for the field goal try. 7:52 on our game clock. High snap, got to roll out of there and try and make something happen. Right side is going to be ushered out of bounds, though. Tackled. It's going to be offsides on Grand Oaks. Let's see if the offense comes back out, perhaps. Kicking team still staying on, so they might be content. Now James Scott is looking to sub onto the field here. Trying to figure out what they want him to do. Yep, here he comes. They're going to go for it now, of course. Ball spotted on the 3-yard line for fourth and goal from the 3. Oak Ridge. Let's see if they can make this happen. Scott in that power Wildcat type of look. We're going to have a timeout by Grand Oaks, their first timeout of the second half. 7:46 to go in the game, pending this fourth down play.
Coming out of the timeout, Ward's along the 33-yard line, 4th down.
All right, fourth down play from the 3. James Scott. Here we go to see if Oak Ridge can keep themselves alive here. Scott looking over to the sideline again for potential adjustment. He has it. Snap is back, going to try the right side, maybe jump style pass, trying to set it up. But no, it's going to be picked off in the end zone by Grand Oaks, so that's going to end any attempt there at a touchdown. Grand Oaks offense back out onto the field with a chance to really ice this game. They can put a drive together here. Grand Oaks inching closer to this school's first ever playoff berth. Been knocking on the door, being in on the race for most of their early years as a program, aside from maybe one or two, but this is by far their best opportunity here this season. So fake the handoff left side, and it's loose. There goes the run into Oak Ridge territory. Drops a shoulder there at the end to finish it. Grant Smith, he's been saving that all game. It's really been two designed runs for Smith here tonight. Both of them have been chunk gains, and especially that one. Had to check the number there for a second. I thought Lackey may have snuck into the game, but Smith showing his speed around the left side, maybe catching Oak Ridge sleeping a little bit, and drops the shoulder there at the end to finish. It trucks the defender. Into the Oak Ridge half-field ball on the 37-yard line of the War Eagles. Here is Smith handoff. Right side Gauss. Keeps his feet, gonna cut up the middle. So good at those zone-style runs where he can find that crease, make his cut, and go.
So, are you zoned in the rich part?
2nd and 6. Smith out of the 3 receiver gun. Gonna flip the H-back. Gauss, power run. Now he's going to cut it around the right side. Bit of counter action to that one. He has the first down. Chains move down to the 26-yard line of Oak Ridge as the Grizzlies picking up chunk gains on their way to try and to put the final nail in here tonight. 25-yard line is where that ball is going to be spotted. 1st and 10, 6:35 and counting left in our game. This evening from the split back shotgun is Smith. Going to shift the formation now into that pistol. The handoff right side, power run. Here is Gauss up the middle, get the 5 touchdown. Once again, Keelan Gauss into pay dirt. 6:17 on the clock. Score extended to 33-14 lead in favor of the Grand Oaks Grizzlies. Can taste that playoff berth now. They're going to be going to the state playoffs once they salt this win away here tonight. Really just enormous achievement for this program. Something the players that are part of this for Grand Oaks can take through all history, really, is the first ones to do it. No one else is going to have that opportunity in this program, but they're going to be the class that can make that claim. .6:17 left in our game tonight here at the bank. Grand Oaks leading at 34-14 over Oak Ridge. Hard to believe, given what's transpired, that when the third quarter started, or shortly after it started, Oak Ridge had taken a 14-13 lead at that point. But since then, Grand Oaks has scored 21 unanswered points. That might have just woken them up. So with the ball down, here's Rosado ready to send it back to the Oak Ridge return men. He's going to kick a bouncer. Really good action on that one. Tricky one to field, but Oak Ridge manages to get it then. It's going to be bear hugged out of bounds. Grizzly hugged, I should say. So 6:12 on the clock. Oak Ridge is going to take back over possession of the football here with a mountain to climb, of course. Ball going to be marked on their own 28-yard line. It's James Scott and company come back out with the War Eagles offense. A nice crowd on hand enjoying proceedings here at the stadium tonight on a beautiful evening. Mid-October. Empty set, 5 receivers for Scott. Going to take the snap, throw it quick out to the right side. It goes through the hands of one receiver. Completed to the second one. Well, that football does some unusual things. But you take the plays any way they come. Even if you have to throw through multiple sets of hands. So 3-by-1 shotgun here for Scott. Now they're going to send a receiver over 2-by-2 gun. Empty backfield. Scott takes it. Quick throw into the slot, incomplete. Trying to complete a stick route just over the line to gain for the first down there, but couldn't make the connection. 5:31 left in our game tonight. So empty backfield from the 5-wide shotgun set for Scott. Going to take this snap. Now looking for running room under heavy pressure. Makes a man move in the backfield. Showing his great athleticism. He is loose around the right side. What a play. James Scott showing why he is one of the top recruits in this district. That was incredible. In all kinds of trouble when he got that snap and just steps out of it like a magician. And staying in that 5-wide empty set. Scott back. He's going to throw quick out. Caught. Nice hands by Scare there. Really an impressive looking football player. This number 48 tonight. Sophomore. He's really made a lot of plays here tonight for his team, including a touchdown earlier. Oak Ridge having to get creative here, having lost their starting quarterback to injury earlier in this half. Scott back to pass. Throws it up just where his player can try and do something, but it falls incomplete on a little bit different page from the receiver on that one, but still had a chance at it. Bring up 3rd and 9 with 4 minutes and 30 seconds to go. So here we go on 3rd and 9. Scott in the gun here, 3-by-1 shotgun, back to pass. Step back, throw it right side, incomplete, off the hands of the intended receiver. Bring up 4th and 9. Of course, offense going nowhere. Down 20 with 4:26 left. Got to make it all happen. Scare motions across the formation. Scott's going to throw it up, trying to hit him on that wheel route. Nearly connected. It's actually really well thrown football. Floated it up there, gave his man a chance to run under. It's going to fall incomplete, however, and Grand Oaks offense is going to come back out onto the field. 4:21 to go to just put this one on ice. Preserve this win, and to give a lot of credit to head coach Sean McDowell and his staff for securing what will be a couple of huge wins in a row here down the stretch in district play, and this one especially huge because it all but punches the ticket to the state playoffs for Grand Oaks for the first time ever. Outstanding achievement for this class of players, for this coaching staff. Grant Smith keeps it. McDowell coming up from Fort Bend County region, because he said that shortly after he was hired, he thought Grand Oaks had the potential to be a perennial type of program. It could be in the mix every year in district and be a program that over time could maybe emerge on a region and state level even, potentially, with the potential that he saw in this program, and that's what prompted him to make the move up here to the north side from down there in Fort Bend County. As the handoff goes to Victorian up the middle, going to be a first down, or not a first down run either, but a run out to the 46-yard line, close to a first down. Be second in a few, or 3rd and 3. 3:17 and counting. We're going to have to cut away here briefly, so Grand Oaks player can receive some attention on the field. Now, saying about Coach McDowell, yeah, he was fortunate enough, I believe, down at Richmond Foster to coach the likes of C.D. Lamb. Yeah, the C.D. Lamb, who is currently playing for the Dallas Cowboys, is an all-pro. He coached that guy down there at Foster, so that's not bad. But yeah, when this job became available at Grand Oaks, it was enough to get him up here to the north side because he saw the potential that he felt this program had, and the step that the Grizzlies are taking now of getting into the state playoffs is exactly why he wanted to come up here, because he saw this sort of trajectory possible in this program. Just one of many steps that he'll want to take with this program. They can put the right ingredients into place. It's not just about what happens on the field, it's what happens in the community too. It's like you need the entire community to back what you're doing in order for it to be as successful as you need it to be. You need total buy-in from everybody involved. The parents, the players, band, the drill team, the cheerleaders. Everybody in the community has to be all in. Smith handoff. Left side. It'll maybe be just short of the first down. Bring up a 4th down. 2 minutes, 42 seconds and counting. So definitely tip my cap to this staff, Grand Oaks, for helping this class of players. Grant Smith in particular, I mean, he's been here since he was a freshman, taking varsity snaps. Not many people can do that as he plows forward on the QB sneak for the first down there. And from here, now Grand Oaks can get into the best play in football. Victory formation. Knee this thing out. Again, tomorrow night, encourage everybody to join that stream with Jackson Cochran and Wesley Turner right back here for what will be the district championship decider between College Park and the Woodlands. College Park wins, it will set them up to complete perhaps an undefeated regular season run to a district championship undisputed. But if the Woodlands were able to win, then it would set up basically a three-way tie at the top between College Park, the Woodlands, and Willis if the Highlanders are able to get that win tomorrow. So, yeah, just everything on the line when that game is played. You're going to want to tune in for that. It's going to be an excellent, excellent watch with Jackson and Wesley, who do a great job on their calls. So, I invite you to come back and enjoy that entertainment and the great work that our crew brings on a weekly basis each night that we're playing games here in either venue, to bring you all the sights and sounds from the stadiums. So we play out another excellent season here in 13-6A. Going to run another play around the right side here. Pick up a couple, and that is number 10, Pearson Lackey, the backup quarterback, actually functioning in the running back role currently. Get a few snaps in him. Figures to be next in line to assume the quarterback role next year with Smith graduating. Lackey's really an excellent athlete. Previous game I covered for Grand Oaks, got to see him take off and run, and yeah, he is something else in the open field. On the second 9, Smith going to make his way off the field. Going to be quick timeout to Grand Oaks before they go ahead and take this thing into the barn, as we say. Finish moving the hay into the barn here and put the finishing touches on this one. And here is the best play in football to cap it off tonight. Victory formation down to a knee goes Grant Smith, the senior.
I said that to Jackson. I was like, this is what it feels like. There is certain finer focus where it's like, it doesn't really matter. Yeah, somebody moved before the ball moved. Just call it one thing.
Once again to Grizzly Nation, I say congratulations. You'll be headed to prime time here when we get state playoff brackets, so enjoy this win for all it means to your program and what you're trying to do in that community. So it is a momentous occasion for Grand Oaks. And the players bouncing up and down there as they line up to shake hands with Oak Ridge, who gave a valiant effort here tonight on the other side. We thank you all for joining us on this stream tonight. Again, hit that like button. Join us tomorrow night for the Granddaddy game there between College Park and the Woodlands. As Grand Oaks will run out of here tonight from Wood Forest Bank Stadium with a 34-14 win over Oak Ridge. They are going to the playoffs for the first time in program history. I am Jeremy McGrail. Thank you for joining us tonight. We will see you next time.